little bit of inertia and a lack of traction, he starts to lose or break traction. The slower you go, the less suspension compression you get, the more ground clearance you have, the less chance of breaking traction, the more control you have.
Good morning. We're meeting up in Pemberton doing a four-drive training course. This trip is organized by Overland BC.
We work with major auto manufacturers, we work with major equipment manufacturers, we do a lot of testing, we lead expeditions, we're the lead instructors at the Overland rallies, we're lead instructors at the Overland Expo series. We've done a whole heap of stuff.
And West Coast Offroaders.
Fab and Fiona at West Coast Offroaders. You guys have made a choice to go to a really cool shop. You guys have all been set up with some really cool vehicles that make a lot of sense for what you're trying to achieve.
As you can see, we have quite a lot of people coming. We need to first sign a life away, just to get a waiver signed, and then put a sticker on the car so we can keep track of who's going. It's gonna be a good trip.
Just understand what's underneath your vehicle so that you can make an assessment of the terrain and understand whether you might be able to negotiate that obstacle.
Decided to drive this Tacoma right there. That's our only female driver. Alright, so we all meet up in the front for a little education session because you can probably see there is somebody lying down there for a long time. A good example of what not to do.
So even just then, do you see him move his foot? A little bit of inertia and a lack of traction, he starts to lose or break traction.
Stop right there, stop right there. Turn this way. That's it, come forward very slowly, very slowly. Turn a little more. Really hard on those brakes, hard on those brakes. That's it, and now you start turning this way. A little more. That's it. Nice and slow now. Kevin, just like that. Hold that line.
We'll lift.
A little bit this way.
We are through building.
Slow, really slow.
So here's the walker. Just think flat, drive it as you see it, and I'll correct you if it's not going flat. Try and think flat.
Think flat. This seems to be the mantra here when dealing with straddle position like this one. The ditch in the middle sure can give you some kind of feel, but if you place your wheels right, it should feel like a normal descent without much off camber. If you've been following my channel, you know I love cooking in camps. This trip, I had the honor to meet someone pro in this domain.
I'm here with Al. He does Overland Kitchen custom built.
Totally.
Let's just take a look at his rig and then have him kind of run us over with everything in here.
The whole idea for me was I wanted to be able to travel a lot and set up and cook anywhere. Like at lunch, we did avocado toast when we all stopped for lunch, which was awesome. It's always nice to have warm meals instead of just Subway on the road. But the whole idea was everything is to pull out of the back. So you got a prep surface and your pot stuff, and then out of that pulls your stove, and everything locks out so that if you're on a hill like we are here, everything is locked out, so you don't have to worry about it. And you got two big storage drawers, and then this is your fridge freezer pullout. So you can work like in a little kitchen L here, and you get to cook all over the place, and you still have your back seat. And it's all 100% food grade stainless, so you can put hot plates up on top of it, put them on here, whatever you want. You can cut on here and then sterilize it, anything you want.
Nice.
It's been in almost everything. I've sold them all over the world, so they're in like Dubai and Qatar and Africa and Australia and Hawaii. So this one actually looking at is the very first one I ever built. I've been selling them for 8 years. This one's 8 years old, and I always keep using it because it still looks pretty new, right?
Yeah.
The stainless doesn't get hurt, right? So yeah, I haven't had to replace a thing on it for 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holding up pretty good then.
Yeah, we sell the one model. We have a new one coming for the JLUs because the JLUs shrunk the storage space like 12%. Yes. Right? So I needed to make a little bit smaller kitchen. So that one's coming, I think, next month. We'll launch that one.
Nice.
Yeah, but other than that, it fits in almost everything. I put it in Defenders and FJ Cruisers and Forerunners and everything.
Since Shane is here, you know we'll do some shooting. Remember last time he got me hooked on a blue rifle? Yes, I went for it. It's so new, I still haven't started a scope yet.
Our day 2 morning. Everyone's lined up and ready.
We gathered around for a morning lesson by Chris and Paul from Overlanding BC to help us get ready for the terrain ahead.
The slower you go, the less suspension compression you get, the more ground clearance you have, the less chance of breaking traction, the more control you have, and the more stability. That doesn't mean to say that if you need a little bit of momentum, need a little bit of throttle to drive yourself through a mud hole or some snow, that's totally appropriate in the right place. Less is usually more. That doesn't mean to say that we can't do 40, 50 down the road. But when terrain gets more complex, go slower than you think you should do. These modern cars are amazing, they will blow your mind. People who drive with a skinny tail or heavy, whatever, that's fine if that's what makes you happy. Totally into it. But you'll actually find more mechanical sympathy and how good cars are and how modern tires work. Just try it. If it's not your thing, that's fine. You drive how you want, right?
I guess one last word on proactive devices like lockers and things like that. If you've used your locker, when you push that locker button, does it come on like that instantly?
No.
Plan.
You got to plan, exactly, right?
Usually, like, you want your wheels to be straight, then it'll lock.
Yeah, straight, yeah, exactly. You don't want to be in the situation where you need the locker and then push the button. You need to be thinking about that ahead of time, like looking ahead, making that risk assessment, bam, put the locker in, right?
having an early start for camp 2. Already set up our tent back there in the dip and cooking some dinner at 4:30, just so we can get it over with and have more time to do stupid stuff. Tonight we have zucchini, Beyond Burger patty, got some little carrots cooking there, mushroom going in, a little bit of salad, and vegan cheese. Alright, we're going to try these Caesars mix from Walter. I've seen them from Dragon's Den. Apparently it should be pretty good. Go ahead. So what goes in?
Making some Caesars here at our second camp. What's with that chainsaw noise?
Whatever Fab's paying, I'll double it.
Just going to meet up at the bridge and have a little meeting about what's happening tomorrow.
I know there's a lot of experience on this bridge. I've never said that before. Remember those 3 phrases: mechanical sympathy, use technique before technology, like me driving up the hill, and use that mantra in the back of your head as slow as possible, as fast as necessary.
You know how when people come out, they bring their pets? We have a cat.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Thank you.
Being in Australia for a year, I didn't even know about this way of eating Tim Tam. Chew off 2 sides and then use it as essentially a straw. Mmm! Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! You got some real big thigh going on.
Yeah.
Watch, Ali's going to pick up the hot coal with his bare hand. Wow!
Thank you.
My s'mores went a little messy.
Oh my god.
Cold morning.
Welcome to day 3. Right, morning 2. Going to be head kind of very similar terrain to what we did yesterday. Nothing. We won't have any big climbs, I don't think, because I've been through here for a couple of years. But we will be doing a lot of ascending and descending. So use those gears wisely. Right?
To the mountain, slide down a bit more, and then creating an even steeper off camber. And we decide to scout an alternate route and back up everybody. As we were going through, on the radio, someone at the back called that a Tacoma was sliding down. It was pretty off-camber one section. Might need the instructors to go down to help, but we're not sure how the situation is. Don't know what to bring down. There's quite a bit of a distance, so we're going to use the drone, scout out how the situation is, and decide what we're going to do.
That's us there. Yeah, they're really far back.
Okay, I'll grab some stuff. Go for a little hike.
So I'm gonna try and run you this side of the tree, and if we have enough rope, which I think we'll have, you said you had 100 feet?
I think
We should be enough. If not, we'll pull you a bit farther forward, and then we might go the other side of that tree or cut it off. Okay.
So we're having Sandra to climb in really, really gently and steer in the front wheel direction towards the road. That pulley is not working really good.
That which side? Is it going straight down 90 degrees to the tree? No, it's cheek.
It's almost out. Where his head of the truck is right under this pulley tree.
Under Post and Chris' direction, we are out safe and sound.
Here we are back on the road. The winch vehicle needs to back up for a while until we could find a safe spot for him to turn around since he came from the earlier convoy. recap, this is our trip instructed by Overland BC, hosted by West Coast Offroaders. 3 of the main tips, if I remembered right, is take care of your mechanical sympathy, technique before technology, and then the third one is as slow as possible, as fast as necessary.
Awesome.
Is that correct?
Nice. That is awesome. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you would share with people on the road? Because we did have quite a sketchy situation today.
Oh gosh, I think you'll see from the video that there was some challenges out there today, but you know what, that's part of driving off-road, that's part of the adventure. The real key with that is to stop, take a moment, put some good thought to it, don't rush into stuff, and usually the resolution or the way to fix things will present themselves fairly straightforward. So take your time, enjoy yourselves, it's an awesome place out here.
Alright guys, thank you to Chris and Paul for helping us with this trip, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sounds good, thanks guys.
Come on boys, Ian, get in Ellie.
This is a video, so you guys can do stupid stuff.
Come on Ian, you're the master of doing stupid shit.
No. I'm too old to do stupid shit.